Goatsquadtv. So we're gonna do something a little different today for us hip hop heads and even rap heads. I'm gonna name this series "Who Would Win in a Battle," and we're gonna do something today. And mind you, I want to make this criteria. This is not necessarily going to be based on the best MCs or the best rappers or even some of my favorite rappers. This is just spark up debate, healthy debate, and I just want to see where it goes. So here we go. So I want to start off on who would win in a battle between two Harlem legends, two Harlem MCs who are in the same group, who have been frenemies over the years, and they both have made their mark in the game. So, of course, I'm talking Killa Cam, aka Cameron, and his Dipset teammate, Jimmy Jones. Now, let me preference this, like I said in the beginning. This is not necessarily based on my favorite or who's the most lyrical, but let's roll the tape, right? The tape says basically Cameron started in a group way back in the days called Children of the Corn, along with the late Big L, the late Bloodshed, and his now TV show partner and former rap partner in crime, Murder Mace Murda, and shouts to Murda. And obviously Jim Jones was Cameron's hype man for a little bit, and then learned how to rap. Mace taught him how to rap in the beginning, and then he just became progressively somewhat better. Now his pen has been in question. There have been people who have said that Jimmy doesn't always write his own rhymes. Max B, who's locked up right now, wrote or was responsible for writing Ballin' and a few other joints, but we're going to discount that just for this, because this is not necessarily to say who's the most skilled. This is more specifically who would win in a battle between these two. Now, on style points, you have to go and give it to Cameron, because outside of Ghostface and Slick Rick, you got to sit there and say at a point in time, Cameron was really on top of the world when it came down to that avenue. Just being himself and having his own style, and just being from Harlem and really rapping Harlem like that. And then Jim Jones was more of the thugged out slash, goon slash charismatic one when it came down to Dipset. Cameron's obviously the more charismatic overall. Jimmy is not as charismatic as Cam, but Jimmy's a little more tough. He's got a little more oomph. Now, I'm gonna give you. We're gonna take it right here, right? Who has the better cadence when they rap? I would have to give the cadence game to Jimmy. Jim Jones has a better cadence. It's a little more simple, straightforward. Not the most lyrical guy in the world. We know that, but when he gets a point across, his cadence is straightforward, to where I feel like Cameron sounds like he's reading a book. Cameron, at times, can sound like he's reading a book. It sounds like he's doing merry melodies every now and then. But very slowly. It's very methodical. But it also works in Cam's favor, because Cam has a style that kind of rocks you to sleep. But if I had to choose based on preference, I would have to say Jimmy has the better cadence. Who has the better bars? I would go with Cameron. Cameron's got the better bars. It's not even close. Cameron's a much better rapper, more polished rapper when it comes to the bars and being able to spit bars. Is it the most pretty? No. But Cameron is very witty. Cameron is very much, a person who has that type of style. Like I said, when it came down to the cadence thing, he rocks you to sleep. Cameron's also the more experienced of the two rappers, right? Mind you, yes, they're in the same group, but I always kind of wondered, and this is why I did this series, who would win in a battle. If those two were to just do a one-rounder, a one-round battle, who would win? Who would Cameron win? Because Cameron's really good with the jokes. Cameron's really good with humiliating. Cameron's really good in that factor, to where Jimmy is a little more sensitive. You could get a little sensitive at times. Doesn't have a lot of patience. You know what I mean? Or would Jimmy win because he's tougher? Would Jimmy win because he's not going to make it a pretty battle, but he might be able to nudge Cameron out when it comes down to just being able to have enough oomph, for lack of a better word, some oomph to his bars. So I'm going to give you my opinion, and then I'm going to leave it up to y'all. Who do you guys got? Versus Killa Cam versus Jim Jones. I got Cam winning. I just think that his sense of humor, and like I said, this is not based on, these dudes aren't necessarily Pharaoh Monch or Royce da 5'9" or Cannabis or Eminem when it comes down to the penmanship. However, for what they do, I have to give it to Cameron in that regard. If it was a one round battle, I give it to Cameron, because I feel like Jimmy wouldn't like what Cameron would have to say when it comes down to just getting under his skin. I don't know if Jimmy has enough haymakers to really kind of like break down Cameron's style and break down their history and stuff like that without coming off emotional. So let me know what you guys think. Goatsquadtv, leave a like, subscribe. Peace.